Maria! Hey everybody, my name is 16 Shadow. Welcome to Smash of the Week, and today, Steam is Super Smash Brothers. Duh, it's Super Nintendo. So these are all the characters that came out around the Super Nintendo era. It could be also for Sonic, the Sega Genesis as well, or the Sega Master System, or for Nintendo's handheld company, or handheld department, the Nintendo, I believe, Game Boy. No, not Color. I think it's original Game Boy. Because Diddy Kong was introduced around that time. So it's like, yeah, let's say Game Boy. So, yeah, we got, okay. So let's just tell you what's going on. So, we got Ness from Earthbound, Diddy Kong from Donkey Kong Country. Ooh, sorry. And the bathroom. Captain Falcon from F-Zero, Sonic from Sonic the Hedgehog, Fox from Star Fox, Ryu from Street Fighter 2, or just Street Fighter, I guess you could say. Zelda from The Legend of Zelda, like, I don't know, I think Super Nintendo. I could be wrong, she could be realistically NES, but I don't know, I think Super Nintendo, I think Zelda, so yeah, Zelda from Link to the Past, and Falco from also Star Fox, so that is the representative of the Super Nintendo era. I could be totally wrong, there could be like another one or something, but that's the ones I'm aware of that I wanted to pick. So, my predictions for this one, I'm going to pick some of my favorites. Diddy Kong, Sonic, or Falco. I'll just say Fox, but you know, I don't know. We got 3, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, is it 8 player Smash? No. Is it? It is 8 players. Okay, we can pick 4. So Diddy Kong, Sonic, Falco, and I'm trying to debate on Ness or Fox. But I'm gonna go with Fox. Why not? So yeah, why not? I don't know. So I could totally be losing. Hey, whatever. Anyways, so all right. So for the Super Nintendo era, I was gonna let you a little backstory on me on the Super Nintendo era. My very first Super Nintendo, it came with a copy of Street Fighter 2 and Killer Instinct. Oh, sorry, Street Fighter 2, Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat 1 or 2, I can't remember. And I think there was another game. I know there's another game, but it's not really coming to mind. So those are like the main 3 I remember. It was mostly fighting games. So the Super Nintendo I got was from a person that was obsessed with fighting games. Maybe he went to Evo for all I know. Who knows? Maybe the Super Nintendo I own right now is from a guy that's from Evo. I don't really know. Anyways, yeah, you know, it'd be interesting to know. But still, yeah, that's kind of really my first kind of main games for the Super Nintendo. I like, you know, the Nintendo was like Kirby Superstar, Super Mario Brothers, you know, stuff like that. So, alright, who got out first? Aww, my chicken, Diddy Kong. Alright, I still got 3 left for now. Depending really how it looks like Ness or Zelda can win. Alright, anyways, let's see. Let's see, my Super Nintendo, I didn't really collect hard for it until I think at least the last 2-ish years. Why? I don't know. Right now it's 2016, so I started collecting hard around 2014, possibly 2013. Basically right after high school, I kind of started collecting for it. Because, you know, I was kind of like somewhat caught up to date on the modern games, and I'm trying to get into some of the classics now. So, you know, trying to get what I can get. So, my Super Nintendo is still not the best, but it's probably really good for what it is right now. And there goes Falco. Oh, sorry, by the way, Falcon also was limited. And Ryu. And Sonic! God damn it, Sonic. Well, all I got is Fox, but I don't think he's gonna survive, really. Ness has 3, and Zelda has 2, and Fox just has a freaking 1 stock left, so... Fox, you better make it out to me, you know? You gotta do that whole, ah, yeah! And Shine Spike and shit, I don't know. So, alright, anyways, for the Game Boy, I have to say, my very first Game Boy game, it was either, well, it was 2 games. It was, no, sorry, it was 3 games. It was Kirby's Dream Land, Kirby's Pinball, no, not Kirby's Pinball, it was Kirby, Pinball Land? Yeah, Pinball Land or something like that. And it goes Fox, and, which I don't own this game anymore, Rugrats Angelica something, I forget. It was like some dumbass game for the Game Boy Color, which I know was not for the Game Boy, I get that. But I was weird my Game Boy thing. I got a Game Boy, and I automatically also got a Game Boy Color game, because when I got the Game Boy, it was used, of course. The person that was selling me the Game Boy and those 3 games didn't know that there was a Game Boy Color game, so I didn't know either, and I never played that game until I got myself a Game Boy Color, which was like, I don't know how long later, like 2 years from that prior time when I was a kid. I remember my friend Giovanni, he had a freaking like a shit ton of like Game Boys. I don't remember why, and like to him, Game Boys were like basically nothing. He had like seriously a shit ton of freaking Game Boys. No, like for real. So he would like let the Game Boys stay outside next to this tree for some reason. It was his backyard though. And the Game Boys outside of his tree was like, they're not even like wet. He just didn't really care if they were like there, which was kind of like disappointing, also kind of sad. But he likes games. He likes games. He respects games. But for some reason, the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, was like, it was nothing to him. I don't get why, but he just didn't care. Later down the line, he donated 2 of those original Game Boys to me. And the main Game Boy I use, which I still have now to this day, which is my main one, which is the see-through purple Game Boy, which I know that shit is like fucking uses for batteries. So, you know, yeah. Oh, by the way, that's it. That's one. I should have voted for Ness. I should have voted for Ness. Anyways, so yeah, Giovanni had like freaking a shit ton of Game Boys. It's like, hey, yeah, let's go burn one, and then I still have another one. I don't know. All right, anyways, next one. All right, now we're on to the online matches, which is my friend MrMagnaRagnarok returning yet again, which literally we have done maybe at least more than 15. I want to say 15. Maybe I could be, you know, more than for sure 10. Smash weeks just with him alone. So, anyways, back to the story. Ooh, sorry, in the bathroom. Which I think I have to eat. I feel that was a weird verb. I feel like I want to throw up a little bit myself. Anyways, he had like a shit ton of Game Boys, like I said, and the thing is, when he has Game Boys, but the thing is, no game pops in my mind that he owned other than Pokemon Red and Blue. Oh, and Yellow. Of course, that was like his main thing. Of course, everyone's main thing was Pokemon. Maybe that's all he had. I don't remember playing Mario or anything else. I really don't. So, anyways, that was like this thing. Like, that all I remember him having was just the main Pokemon games. I think I remember him having the trading card game, which I never played until this day. And I own it now twice for the Virtual Console for the 3DS, and I have it now for the Game Boy as well. So, no idea how to play that, the trading card game, but hey, maybe if by playing the actual game, it teaches me how to play the trading card game. Who knows, really? Because of how many freaking differences there has been in the last recent fucking 20 years of Pokemon trading card game. Ooh, anyways. What else was there? I don't know. Anyways, that's kind of really it. For the Game Boy, my collection, it hasn't really grown in the last 5 years, but it started growing actually this year, which is surprising. I didn't really start collecting for the original Game Boy really that hard, because to me, I don't know many original Game Boy games. I don't. And for the ones I do know, I basically already own them. the biggest Game Boy game I was wanting to date was Pokemon Green, which never came out to North America, which I know I should have got Pokemon Blue, Japanese version, blah, 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 I get that shit. But I just wanted Green, and I never had Green. And of course, no one had Green. So I got Pokemon Green eventually at some point. And, you know, my Game Boy collection is mixed with my Game Boy Color collection, so it's really, honestly, super easy to say, yeah, your Game Boy original collection is also your Game Boy Color collection, because no one really likes to try to collect just Game Boy or just Game Boy Color, because they always like to try to collect both. Which, like I said, I never really tried out hard with that handheld. For portable stuff, I was actually collecting more hard on Game Boy Advance towards Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS. And I'm trying to stay up to date, but I know I'm not 100% up to date right now with wow, Connor, you just died with me with the 3DS, which there's a couple games in my mind I'm trying to get, so like Mario Party Tennis. Had to beat that game. Gotta beat that game. Mario Tennis Open, because I know everyone's telling me it's a shit game, but still, I kind of want the game, you know. Anyways, what else? There's Sakura Samurai or something like that. I don't know, some game for like $40 or something like that. It looks interesting, but I don't know really much about it. I recently got BlazBlue Continuing Shift 2, which was literally one of the rarest games for the 3DS I've been looking for, and I don't have the case for it, but I have the game for it, so what else is there? I heard Pokemon Rumble World came out on cartridge, which is a free-to-play game, I think. So I'm not too sure what the cartridge version is, so I don't know. What else is there? I'm trying to get the Shin Megami Devil Survivor Overclocked for the 3DS, because it looks fun, but you know, that's like probably no, it's not the last one. I'm still trying to get the second one, so I don't know, that one looks really interesting to me. It just does. So I don't even know what freaking game it is, but I mean, I do know what the game is, but I don't know where the chronologic time of the game comes out. But still, whatever, it looks good to me. What else is really out around here? So, let me think. Okay, so besides talking about Nintendo, let's go to Sega. Let's focus on Sega, because you know there's a Sega representative in here, and I guess you could say a TurboGrafx 16. Okay, really quick about TurboGrafx 16. I never grew up with a TurboGrafx 16. Never grew up with it. I never even heard of that thing until about the last 5-7 years of me even learning what the fuck YouTube is. Like, for real, I didn't even know what it is. I didn't even know what it is. TurboGrafx 16, straight up did not know, and I won. So I have nothing to say about TurboGrafx 16 other than I think it was that or something else. I've learned that game is the PC Engine. I don't know. All right, on this one we got some Greninja versus Mewtwo. So yeah. Anyways, as I was trying to say, for the Sega Genesis. Ooh, sorry. How do you say it? My experience with the Sega Genesis was, it was around the same time when I was getting the Super Nintendo. Of course, my Super Nintendo collection when I first started was very small. It was only 3 games, right? Well, for the Sega Genesis, I had at least 10 games to start with, and 2 of them were original. It was Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So there were some of the other ones were like, you know, like whatever, like sports games or something like that. You know, I had like NBA Jam, which is a freaking great game. What else was there? I was supposed to say Spider-Man Separation Anxiety. Maybe I got that. I don't remember. I never got like something else, but I don't remember all the. I know that there was a Looney Tunes Acme All Stars. Remember that one? I believe there was a Tiny Toon one. Besides that one, and oh, Sonic and Knuckles. But we didn't have Sonic 3, which is weird. I know, but Sonic and Knuckles. So, anyways, so there was a couple games right there I started out with for the Sega Genesis. And from that point on, I started collecting not that hard, but harder than the Super Nintendo, and I don't know why. Realistically, looking at it nowadays, yeah, the Super Nintendo is actually more superior than Sega Genesis in a lot of ways, but honestly, I just don't know. I just started collecting for the Sega Genesis more than I was doing the Super Nintendo, and I was like, okay, cool. I got Lion King, and then I got like Ranger X and Sonic 3 and Sonic, what was it? Not a Classic Collection. No, yeah, Sonic Classic Collection for like a, or is it Sonic Classic Collection? I don't know if I can know. I think about the one on the DS. Let's see, Sonic. Where's Sonic? Not the Classic Collection. Sonic. I think it was just called Sonic Classics for the Sega Genesis. There's like Sonic 1 and 2 and Dr. Robotnik's Meat Machine. I got that game now. And Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. That was like one of the good ones right there. Then I learned that one of my gaming stores, which was actually two of them right next to each other, was pretty funny, which was Game Crazy. It was basically the competitor to me of GameStop, so like whatever. Game Crazy was selling Sega Genesis games. I didn't even know about it until I literally asked, "Hey, what's those over there?" I was like, "Oh, it's Sega Genesis games." Okay, so I got hyped. I got like Batman Forever, which is not that good on the Sega Genesis. And then like I got Toy Story, which I actually learned was actually a pretty good game, and you know, some other games like that. Oh yeah, sorry, the other game that came with the Sega Genesis was Taz Escape from Mars. I really liked playing that one. It was actually pretty fun. I don't think I ever really got good at the game or beat the game. It was actually pretty fun what I remember about it. So, what else was there really? I eventually, got some of the, the harder to find kind of classics for Genesis, like Dinosaurs for Hire, Gunstar Heroes, still looking for Rystar. One of the main ones I really wanted to play was like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, especially the movie and all that stuff. So I don't remember all my Sega Genesis experiences, all of them, but if I look at the games like VR Troopers, I got that for like a Swami for like, I don't know, $5 or something like that. But still, games like that, I don't know. But still, like Thunder Force 2, I was about to sell that thing, and I didn't even know it was a rare game until I was about to sell it. I'm like, oh, hey, I should keep it. And then for some reason, the next match starts, which is Wii Fit Trainer versus Yoshi. No, but for real, for some reason, me stopped selling it. I was like, oh, I gotta keep because it was a rare game. Like, no. And then I've learned later on throughout my, my growing up, I guess you could say, I kind of like the game, which is weird. I don't know why. I just like the game. I didn't like it as a kid, but I like it now. I'm super weird. It's like Super Thunderblade or Super Thundercade or something like that for the NES. I have to get that game again. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like a whole. I'm still learning about games to this day of what has been on the console, what hasn't been on the console, and you know what? I have to say a lot to like literally people like the Game Chasers, 8-Bit Eric, and just Metal Jesus Rocks, Alpha Mega Sin, and just a lot of other people like that. Peter Butter Gamer, JonTron, The Completionist, Cinemassacre, Angry Video Game Nerd, stuff like that. People like that, even Game Grumps, for peak's sakes, that's actually taught me about a lot of games I was actually very intrigued about, like Bayonetta and Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Strider and just a lot of other ones. But that was just a classic John, so good old JonTron. And then we got freaking Dan, and all I remember from Dan was, hey, he's really good at Punch Out. So no fucking lie. I think they haven't really made me buy a brand new game from that watching their show. I haven't. I don't think I have. Because a lot of the games they've been playing has been games I literally have. Well, I guess you could say I kind of been more motivated to get Castlevania Symphony of the Night when they were sponsoring not Castlevania, sorry, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. But that's not really much to say because it's not really making me go buy the game, which I didn't until like later on when I kind of gave up trying to look for it, and I found it back. So I was like, hey, that's a thing. So I don't know. For the Sega Master System, I honestly have to tell you, I only got like a game. No lie, I only got like one game, and that's Double Dragon for the Sega Master System. And I don't even own a Sega Master System. And you're probably saying, how did I get a Sega Master System game? The same day I actually got Ranger X. I found it at a thrift store, and it was like bundled in this bag kind of thing. So that's just how I literally got it. So yeah. Anyways, besides that, I don't know what else. I guess let's talk about the Game Gear, because honestly, I fucked up right there. Honestly, I'm probably not gonna talk about the Game Gear ever again in any videos. Don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Game Gear, I've learned the Game Gear is finicky. It's something you have to know how to fix and blah blah blah. I have a Game Gear. I do. My Game Gear is broken, by the way. I don't own many Game Gear games. I own, and again, I just died. No, I didn't die. It was Connor. Sorry. Again, okay, the Game Gear, I have, I don't know, 10 games, maybe a little less, like maybe 7. I don't know. It's just, I don't have many. I don't have like all the major Sonic Game Gear games. I think. I don't remember if I have. I think I have Triple Trouble. I think I do. So I don't know. It's just something like, yeah, I have a Game Gear. Now it doesn't work. But I wanted to play like at least one of the games on the Game Gear, but now I can't. Oh, it was Land of Illusion. Land of Illusion started Mickey Mouse. I wanted to play that game a lot, so I want to see how it holds up to Castle of Illusion, which is the one on Sega Genesis, which, you know, whatever, in the Master System too. But I couldn't play it because I learned my Game Gear doesn't work. So I was like, damn, son. It was heartbreaking. I can't tell you how heartbroken I was that day. And that just happened. Can she come back for this? Yeah, I just basically give her like another flight. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. This is the Monaldo's power. All right, I'm really feeling it. I got a rhythm going. All right. Anyways, okay. What else? What else was around that era? Let me think. Oh, the 32X. Nothing. I don't have a single game for the Sega 32X. I don't have one. I don't. The only 32X game I wish I would have, because I'm a Sonic fan, is of course Knuckles Chaotix. That's seriously the only really big 32X game I'm looking for. Besides that, that's kind of really it. I mean, I had a chance once to buy Star Wars for the 32X, but I was like, I don't know, fuck it. I don't have a 32X, and I still don't have a 32X, so I don't even see the point of it. So, next thing I want to say is a Sega CD. I own a Sega CD. I don't have the cords for the Sega CD, so I can't, like, you know, turn on my Sega CD. And for all I know, the Sega CD could be broken. It's been so long since I have the Sega CD even try to work, but I've tried it so many times. I was stupid with it. I don't know what I was missing. And I was like, whatever, Sega CD, it's probably super useless. Because the only game I even want for the Sega CD, and I already have it, but I can play like realistically like 3 different ways now, is Sonic CD. Like, for real, it's Sonic CD, and I don't even want to play it on the Sega CD because, well, yes and no. Because I played it back in the day at my friend's Emilio's house, because he had a Sega CD, and really the game's over. And really it was fun, but now I have it on the GameCube, Xbox 360, and PSN, the PS3, so I was like, not really. Oh, and it's backwards compatible on Xbox One, so that's the thing. Alright, Diddy Kong versus Duck Hunt, which I think is the last one. So I don't know, just something like I just kind of really want to talk about. Oh yeah, well, it's probably something else for the Sega CD. I have NBA Jam again for the Sega CD. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say. Oh, yeah. When I got my Sega Genesis, it came with a Sega CD as an attachment. Just none of the cords. Yeah, don't lie. None of the cords. And I do something stupid like that. So, yeah, I got NBA Jam and Bram Stoker's Dracula. I like how I just spiked him. But still, it was freaking dumb, you know? It was dumb. Anyways, I don't really know what else to say to be honest, but yeah, that's my whole Sega experience. I just spiked him again, dude. Fucking Connor must be fucking salty as fuck right now, you saying? Oh my god, I gotta freaking eat. Or not eat, drink. Dude, I should go eat. I still have like food, no? Yeah, I still have food in like my lunch bag or something like that. Yeah. Oh, it's like, don't try to spike me again right now. This match is super fucking close, I swear. Oh, only if that worked. Damn. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, it's so intense right now. God, it's so intense. God damn it, freaking man. Come on. Oh, can that be enough? Oh, yes. Alright, everybody. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a below, and I'll see you guys all for the next episode of Smash of the Week, which I believe we're going to the Nintendo 64 era now. Alright? I'll see you guys all in the next one. And another story time by me, okay? Bye-bye.
Chaos Control!